तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रांता या वीणा वरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेत पद्मासना
या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः दिव्यैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेष जाड्या
Jeshwari, everyone. Welcome to the evening meditation. We can all bow down in front of Mother and raise our Kundalini collectively. We can put both our hands on the Mother Earth and take the mantra of Sri Adi Bhumi.
We can't hear very well if you speak close to the laptop.
Is it better now?
Not too much. Usually it's better to face the laptop.
Is it better now?
I think it's same. I don't know. But leave it how it was, maybe.
Is it any better?
Say again?
Is it any better now?
Oh, yeah, much better. Much better.
Okay.
Very good, madam.
So you can keep both our hands on the Mother Earth and take the mantra of Sri Adi Bhumi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha.
You can bring our left hand onto the lap, right hand on the Mother Earth. We will take the mantra Shri Mahakali Sakshat Shri Kal Bhairava Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Sakshat Shri Kala Bhairav Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. You can bring our right hand onto the lap and left hand towards the ether. We'll take the mantra Shri Mahasaraswati Sakshat, Shri Hanuman Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahasaraswati Sakshat Shri Hanuman Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. You can bring our left hand back on the lap. And we'll take the mantra Shri Mahakali Sakshat, Shri Ganesh Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Sakshat Shri Mahaganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devyai Namo Namaha. Now we can put our attention on the Muladhara chakra. We will try to move from Muladhara to Sahasrara, but we'll only do the affirmations. So let's put our attention on the central Muladhara chakra. You can say the affirmation in your heart. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please make me innocent. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please make me innocent. We can raise our attention on the Svadhisthana chakra. Here we can pray to Mother. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please give me pure knowledge. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please give me pure knowledge. We can bring our attention on the Nabhi chakra. We can pray to Mother. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please make me satisfied and balanced. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please make me satisfied and balanced. Let's put our attention on the void. Here we can pray to Mother. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please make me my own Guru. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please make me my own Guru. We can raise our attention on the heart chakra. Here we can pray to Mother. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please make me fearless. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please make me fearless. We can bring our attention on the Vishuddhi chakra. We can pray to Mother. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please make me a detached witness. Please make me the part and parcel of the whole. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please make me a detached witness. Please make me a part and parcel of the whole. Let's bring our attention on the Agya Chakra. Here we can pray to Mother. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please make me able to forgive. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please make me able to forgive. Help me to forgive myself and to forgive others. We can bring our attention on the Sahasrara. On the Sahasrara, we can use our right hand, the palm of our right hand, and rotate the head clockwise 7 times. And here we can pray to Mother. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please establish my self-realization. Shri Mataji, by your grace, please establish my self-realization. Now listen to a talk by Shri Mataji. This one is on Hansa Chakra, 1992.
Today we are going to worship the Hamsa Chakra. So far we have been always worshipping a deity, and this is the second time we are worshipping this center of Hamsa. Now this chakra is, placed between the 2 eyebrows. Now 2 eyes represent the left and the right side. So this center is very much guided by our eyes, by our ears, by our nose, tongue, teeth, throat. It's a very important center because the Vishuddhi, which has to look after 16 petals, which look after all these ear, nose, throat, different organs within us. Also, it has to communicate with the Virat. So it has to pass through this center of Hamsa Chakra. Hamsa Chakra is the very pivotal center which expresses auspiciousness in our awareness. That means if this center is alert and awakened, then we immediately know what is auspicious and what is not auspicious. Or we can call it, we get the divine discretion. I think it is a part of the genetics that people have discretion between good and bad, destructive and constructive. It is basically has to be there, but we can easily spoil it by all these organs which are collecting the conditionings and the ego from outside. That's why this center is very vulnerable. Other centers are not so much connected outside, as this center is connected and receives all the information from all these organs. For example, the eyes now we have. Eyes are very important because they say this is the window of the spirit. And you have seen that when Kundalini rises and spirit starts shining, there is a dilatation of the pupils and you look like an innocent child and there's a twinkle in your eyes. But the way we play with our eyes all the time, the way we use it indiscreetly, with our lust and greed, we can spoil this center very badly. Once we start taking to destructive things in our life, we immediately become akin, or we start accepting whatever is wrong, whatever is destructive very easily. I feel this is some sort of a genetic defect, because in certain people they will not accept anything that is stupid, idiotic or destructive. But in certain people they are very prone and very easily can be taken to things which are absurd, which are stupid, and which are definitely destructive. This can become a very collective acceptance also. And once it becomes a collective acceptance, it starts penetrating throughout. It does not only have the effect of absorption, but also it has an effect of affecting other things. Say a person whose eyes are what we call flirtish or roving eyes. Such a person, if he goes to one group of people who do not know what flirting is, who do not know what roving eyes is, with steady eyes, he can influence those people and can make some of them of the same kind. So what happens really is this, that this is a very good door for all kinds of bhoots to enter, entities to enter. And when you start projecting it back, the same bhoots can pass into another person and can create the same kind of vacuum or same kind of vulnerability in the Hamsa chakra of other people. So that's why eyes have to be very, very clean, innocent. Another you can see is what you hear. Some people, if they hear something nonsensical, they'll just put their hands to their ears. They don't want to hear anymore. But there are some people who like it and go on enjoying it. Ultimately, they become servile, or we can say conditioned, that they like all these horrible things that normally a human being won't like. Now also you must have seen that people who, like French people, I think they have no discretion of smell. They smell so awful, but they eat all rotten food, rotten cheese, absolutely rotten wines, but they never smell it. Anybody in their company can smell it, even their hands smell of their rotten cheese. You can't just smell it. But they have lost the power. In the same way, in our country, we have a caste called sweepers who do all the cleaning of dirty things with their hands. They have no sense of smell. They have lost the sense of smell. The nose has lost that smell sense. They cannot smell anything dirty. That's how they can do their work. So if you start also not being alert to fragrance, I have seen that there are certain things people use made of tobacco. They are supposed to be very good, very famous brands of perfumes like Tabak and all that. So once they start liking that kind of a thing, then they have other things like poison and other horrible things which there's horrible smell in it. Apart from that, first you smell is alcohol, is a spirit. But they don't mind because they see in that a very congenial type of a pleasure. But these pleasures ultimately can kill all the cells of the nose, and afterwards one may even lose the sense of smell. One of the joy-giving organ is the sense of smell. When the Kundalini rises in many people, they get a fragrance of many things. Some people get of gugul, or sometimes they get of fragrance of sandalwood or something, which is a very natural essence of flowers or maybe of some woods. But these unnaturally made things which are actually destructive to your cells of smelling, that is what they start using. And once you start using these kind of things, then what happens that you don't feel any bad smell anywhere, like animals. But so many animals can smell, if not, they don't call it bad or good, but they can smell. Even that sensitivity of good and bad smell we human beings have got is lost. So whatever is our ascent as human beings, at what a level we have gone, start completely disappearing gradually, one by one. Then same with the throat. If the throat is using bad languages and is being used for abusing people, showing temper on people, or anything of aggression, or sometimes people take things which can also spoil the throat by their destructive qualities like alcohol, especially the smoking. If you smoke, then the throat gets vulnerable and the sweetness of your voice is lost. Then they speak with a hoarse voice. But this is all external. It starts becoming external. Mouth smells with that, and also the teeth react to all such things which we take without discretion about it. Because that's the fashion, because it is marketing well, because it is advertised. That means we have not got our own wisdom, our own personality. But when this center is awakened, then what you develop is a discretion. I was telling them yesterday how the word Hamsa has come for this center. Because there's a Sanskrit very beautiful couplet which says that a swan is white and a crane is a white bird. What is the difference between the swan and a crane? The answer is that when you mix milk with water, the swan will just suck in the milk while the crane has no discretion, no vivek. This discretionary power, once we start losing, we start becoming just like a rabbit, I would say. Because we have no personality. Anybody can brainwash us. And the more they tell us about our discretion, we listen to them. That explains why people, so many thousands of people go to all these false gurus. Thousands of people, why did they take to homosexuality and got into AIDS? Why thousands of people have taken to drugs? It is unbelievable, incredible. Why people have taken to all these things are destroying their life. They see a man going into the pub, coming out and falling down on the ground with all his purse being emptied. But they go with the purse, see that they have sufficient money to go inside the pub, again come out to fall down on the street. Whatever idiotic or nonsensical other people are doing, when you see they are idiotic, you pay money to become idiotic. One pays money to destroy oneself. Go out of the way. It is so unnatural for anyone. I mean, even a dog or a cat or any animal knows where is the danger is. They can smell the danger. And they run away because they have to preserve their lives. They think their lives are precious and they must live and live well. But this ordinary common sense starts missing. And they will say, what's wrong? What's wrong in this? What's wrong in that? That means the genetics of the Ahamsa are missing. Now you should see there is no deity. on the Hamsa Chakra. But it is the formless energy of so many organs which are looked after by Buddha, Mahavira, Christ, Sri Krishna. 4 of them managed by Sri Ganesha. So these genetics are put by Sri Ganesha because he is the source of wisdom. So first, once they spoil their Muladhara, the wisdom is finished. Basis, the fundamentals are finished. That's why immoral life is very detrimental to our life, because we lose our discretion. The discretion is lost. Then if you can awaken Sri Ganesha in the Hamsa Chakra, then suddenly you belong to the higher race of Sajogis. It's surprising, I've seen people overnight give up their drugs. Very immoral people become extremely moral because of this chakra being suddenly awakened. And the light of the spirit is best expressed through this chakra in everyday life, in the collective life also. One starts then seeing the point, as we say. Like now in Sajogas, we have different problems also. Say when people first come to Sajoga, they start watching other people and starting finding their faults, what's wrong with them. They never see what they are here for. They are not here to find out faults for others, but to correct your own defects. So they say, oh, this man is no good, that man is no good, this is wrong. They start creating problems also. They'll talk to each other saying, oh, this man is not good, that man is not good, try to create groups and things. They are here to work for what? For creative politics or for your ascent. Some of them, if they do not do all this, then they think we should start to make some money out of it or some sort of a thing. Or some start criticizing others about something which is not their concern. So they forget, because they are just now coming to Sajoga and their genetics are not established of their wisdom. They start worrying about things which are not their worry, which they should not bother about. Then some of them start thinking, oh, I am the leader, or why am I not the leader? So they start finding fault with the leadership. Sometimes leader also can feel, oh, I am the leader, I can be very stern, very disciplinary, and I can control people, I can do this. They have come here to learn how to love, to be compassionate, to be tolerant. The sense of leadership and also of obedience, both are discretionary. If somebody says something to you, and if you obey that person for your benevolence, you will subtly understand that it is for your good. If some leader says that this is wrong with you. Try to see if it is wrong, instead of feeling hurt about it. Yes, it is wrong with me. So what should I do? How can I improve myself? Ask the leader, or you can write to me or do anything. But no, they will not do it. Immediately they'll write a letter to me saying this leader is such and such bad fellow, he's so this thing, he ate that money, he ate that thing, and all kinds of things. Or else they may tell people, oh, mother listens to this fellow, he's no good, he's just telling mother stories and mother listens. And mother is not such a fool. She knows about everything. So all these things that we have gathered from our previous life, even after our second birth, we carry a little bit. Like an egg becomes a bird, but still lots of things of the egg are hanging on to his body. So you have to cleanse it. So at this point, when you have got your realization, the first discussion should be, how am I going to achieve that state of spirit, the pure spirit? Instead of that, also people get lost because they have no discretion. With this enlightenment, first thing that happens, I've seen with people, their eyes are fixed. They don't rove their eyes much now. They have very innocent eyes. Otherwise, they are really mad, those people who go on looking at everything like this. Like I say, there's no difference between a madman and him. You put one madman, he does the same, and a person who is like that does the same. And it's such a crazy thing to do. But immediately, it is such a spontaneous thing. It's like the light coming in the room. It is so spontaneous that you start seeing things clearly. No, this is not. Before, in the garden, you would go and collect all the thorns and put them in your body. That was the situation. Never looked at the flowers. And suddenly, after realization, you'll be amazed. You just see flowers and don't bother about thorns. Or if you find, you take them out. There is joy even before realization and after realization, but there is no capacity to enjoy. That capacity comes to you after realization. And the main thing that happens to you is the discretion. Then, like the swan, you just take the milk of everything. At everything, your attitude becomes very different. Start seeing things in a different angle. Like once we had to go to one very ancient temple to see some art. Me, my son-in-law and my daughter, we were walking up. We had to walk for miles up the hill. And they were very tired, so we went into one temple and just laid down ourselves. They were so tired. At that time I said, see these elephants, see how beautiful they are. Everyone has a different type of a tail and a different type of a trunk. The poses are different. So many of them are like that. My son-in-law said, Baba, we are so tired. How are you looking at these things? Because attention didn't go to my tiredness, but to those beautiful things. Same thing, you start sucking in the milk. There is joy, but you cannot feel the joy because the power, that subtle power of divine discretion is not there. Once that comes in, you start enjoying everything. It's just the same. Life is just the same. Nothing has changed. Same house, same family, same city, same environment. but you start enjoying. Because the sensitivity of your Hamsa chakra is now only for divine discretion, and you immediately know, and then you don't want to do anything with the thorns. Only want to gather flowers, and you know how to gather flowers, and you are in joy. So the light of the Spirit which shines through your Hamsa chakra gives you wisdom. Wisdom doesn't mean that you know how to argue things or you fight with people. No, it doesn't mean that. Wisdom means how you take to the good side of everything to enjoy it. This is wisdom. And that you avoid all destructive things and take to something constructive. Now you are going, say, on a road, and it's written there, there's danger. Before realization, they will say, all right, let's see what is danger. They will jump into it and say that we have got nirvana by killing themselves. Such explanations. But a sensible man will say, all right, danger, go back. What's the harm? After all, he preserves himself. He respects his life because he knows now he has become the instrument of God. So wisdom comes to you automatically, but through experience, then you know this is the right path. Through experience, you start understanding. Nowadays, I'm telling all these things to you. Say, if 20 years back I never talked of these things to them, because I knew if I start talking, they'll say, oh, she's talking something out of the blue, God knows if it is true or not. But once the wisdom becomes transparent and you start seeing through it everything very clearly, makes your mind absolutely clear, then anybody who tells things of wisdom, you never feel bad about it. On the contrary, you thank that I'm so lucky that I can hear about these things, such nice things. And also those sayings start giving you joy. So with the ear, you hear so many things, used to hear the same things, might be hearing so much music, everything before also. But it never gave you joy. Now because of this transformation, the same music which you heard before now makes you feel as if you are in the seventh heaven. It gives you ecstasy. The poetry which was quite mundane, ordinary. People told me, Mother, it was such a headache to read William Blake in those days. But now we love it. We read it like Bible. Because now you have developed new sight, new hearing power. All these are called in Sanskrit the Atindriya, means the organs which are subtle organs within us. So eyes have a subtle organ, ears have a subtle organ, and these subtle organs then start emitting such responses to all the surroundings that you just gather whatever is beautiful. Say it is very dark. Normally you'll be frightened. But if it is very dark, you say, oh, it's very good. How we are enjoying, it's such a venture something. You'll go slowly, slowly holding each other's hand. Supposing it is very hot, then if somebody says, people may start, I don't know what they would do. Another would just say, oh, it's quite nice day, you see, it's nice sometimes to have hot is also very good like that. If it is cold, the other way around. So thus you start enjoying every aspect which is supposed to be very, very bad for others. To you, you know the aspect of that what is to be enjoyed. That part which is to be enjoyed. And once you know how to do it, then you say we are swimming in the ocean of joy. The ocean is the same, but now you are just touching those beautiful drops of ambrosia which are in that ocean. And the rest are worried of getting drowned. Same ocean, same world. That's why they say it's a Maya. But after this discretion is shining, there's no Maya. You start enjoying. It's like this, supposing you drop somebody in the ocean. He'll be so frightened and he'll die before even he's sunk really. But supposing a person there is with all his things to watch, and he is the one who is going to see all the beauty of the underworld. He's very nicely secured. He's got beautiful glasses and all that, and he's wearing nice paddles. He doesn't have to bother. He just goes there, nicely enjoys everything, takes photographs. The ocean is the same. For him or for the one who is dropped in the ocean. But the one who is secure, one who has all the equipments, the one who knows what is to be seen, is enjoying it. In the same way, you are equipped with wisdom, with security.
Let us stay in meditation for a few minutes. Now you can sing the three great Maha Mantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Maha
महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकलकी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्रीकलकी साक्षात् श्री सहस्रहार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय। We can all bow down in front of Mother and raise our Kundalini collectively. Thank you everyone for joining in. We'll play some music. If you want to continue to meditate, please do so. Thank you everyone for joining in. Jai Shri Mataji.